I've dropped two of my sisters off at the airport after a lovely weekend in Wellington, celebrating 40 years since my parents entered into the Salvation Army Training College in New Zealand as part of the Joyful Evangelist session. And I'm now leaving a stunning side of the sea. I hope you can see that. So beautiful. Wellington is very hilly, and so you've got to have your wits about you really, because a lot of the roads are narrow, steep and narrow, and right in the city centre is a whole heap of one-way streets that just about do your head in. So one of my sisters went home to her house last night, and the other two are flying off pretty much as I speak. And one to the Upper North Island and one to the South Island. And I'm driving home. I just thought I'd just film a little bit of the beautiful view. Some of the footage that I'll show you at the end is just a couple of pictures of where my parents trained to be Salvation Army officers. They're now in glory. They died back in the 1980s. But they trained at the old Salvation Army College, which was in Aro Street in Wellington, which is now the School of Philosophy. And they very kindly yesterday afternoon took us on a tour. So I just took a couple of photos. When us kids were at school and our parents were training, we used to get picked up by 2 Bedford vans for lunchtime every day from school, Monday to Friday, and taken back to the training college so that we could have a hot meal with our parents. And that's what we did. And as part of that kind of routine ritual, and we would sing grace together. So I'm going to include a couple of versions of the grace. The end line for the official version is may live in paradise with thee, or dwell in paradise with thee. Because the session that my mum and dad were training in were called Joyful Evangelists, we sing it Joyful Evangelist shall be. So you can hear a little bit of both lots, because some people sing it one way still and some sing it the session way. But it has been a lovely weekend. Wellington is the capital of New Zealand, and it is basically built around the water, so that means it's very, 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 very hilly. Not the ideal place to be if there's an earthquake. And in a lot of ways the roads, you're very limited. If something happens in Wellington, you're very, very limited with how you can get out. So a car accident can bring things to a standstill really, really quickly. I am looking forward to getting home. It has been lovely to be away, but I do have a whole heap of work backed up for me this week. I have a funeral to do on Tuesday, some community ministry work on Monday, and meetings for the rest of the week. So yeah, no real day off this coming week. So it has been nice to do something different this weekend. So I'm going to stop prattling. I might record a little bit later on again, but I'm going to stop prattling so this will keep this video not too long. Jesus loves you. Toodle pips.
Presence at our table.